You got that is a photographic imprint of this is what I believe, and of the body of Jesus being charged with light. So there's an impression on the linen, the actual linen cloth, and Jews are still buried in linen, but on this linen, which has been around for 2,000 years, there's the impression of a face of a man that looks very much like the pictures of the portraits of Jesus that were done for the churches. And there was some documentary out. Why do all the pictures of Jesus look the same? Look pretty much. He has a long face with a long nose, and some scholars think they were using the image from the cloth or the Shroud of Turin to paint those, even going back from medieval times, because no one really knows what Jesus looked like, if he even existed. But there's this picture of Jesus on the cloth that became a kind of archetypal picture of that, because the body was resurrected and turned into light. And in that, the image was imprinted into the Shroud of Turin. And going back to Mary Magdalene, I think, and it's actually in some gospel, who was the first to see Jesus, or to find that the tomb was empty, but I think she was very much a part of the resurrection of the spirit. This is just my feeling.
It would make sense, because if Jesus's mother, right, had been trained in these really high level spiritual initiation practices to activate her light body and her own ability to biologically, spontaneously, seed herself, right, to be able to deliver Jesus as a virgin mother, right? Jesus was brought into that lineage, right? Jesus was raised by people who understood those practices, and he was in a group of people, right, that would have been trying to perpetuate that, but there was also this like major patriarchal control and unrest happening, and so all of the ability to preserve those practices and teachings was just getting washed away, right? And everyone had to go into hiding, and so it would make sense that Mary Magdalene would have higher level abilities than the average person of that time.
Well, it also goes directly back to Isis and the resurrection of Osiris. So and this, just other people have said this too. I think they even say this in the Magdalene manuscripts by Judy Coteen, that she had the knowledge of how to resurrect the body of Jesus, who lived his whole life as an initiate. I mean, the final initiation for Jesus really was to bring the body back to life, to reanimate the body.